So right now, I'm actually setting an aggressive entry. I've not taken, we got into that straight away. I haven't taken an aggressive entry in a very, very long time. Like a year and a half or so. But this trade here, I'm confident, right? This trade here, confident. All the boxes are ticked. This is a supply setup on CJ. CJ is a new pair that I've been cooking with. If you don't know, check my IG. I post my P&L pretty much every single day. CJ is a new pair. I rarely see anyone trade it, but after a few, back testing, full testing, CJ cooks, man. So far, we're still in this trade. We'll see if we do win or lose. But I'm confident about this one. I'll show you guys exactly what my thought process is at the end of this trade if we do win or lose. Because, it's been a while since I recorded a long form, so I figured let's actually do that today. Oof. I'm liking that rejection, man. Now what I do want to see, I want to see my entry confirmation, right? I want to see that CC happen. So at least then I'm confident, all right, my aggressive entry wasn't like a waste, basically. Because I would have taken a trade regardless, right? So I need to see that ASAP. If I do, then I'm calm. I'm comfortable after that. All right, we got that entry confirmation, beautiful. One good thing as well about aggressive entries, right, is that my stop loss outside the zone. So I'm kind of comfortable if they do fake out and stuff. Like now I have a bit more room for the trade to breathe a little bit. It's just obviously more risky. I'm not encouraging everyone to be taking aggressive entries just for that reason. You have to be very confident in the trade. Everything needs to be in line. Everything needs to make sense. In this case, I feel like it is, and that's why I took it. And I played out exactly how I thought it would. So we haven't won yet. Next thing we want to see is for us to hit 101 at least. So at that point, if we do go back to break even, I'll leave. And then after that, I'm looking for that 2R. $700, let's go. I'm guessing this might be like a 1K trade, bro. And my initial risk was about 250. This is big. This is a big trade. Big trade right here. Oof, we don't like that rejection, man. I looked away for 1 second, bro. Trading the 2-minute time frame is not for the weak, man. It's too fast. I do expect some resistance here, bro, because we've kind of broken the low, right? So we need to first of all close below, but it takes a bit more oomph for you to actually break a low. So I kind of expect to see like buyers, buyers will be waiting here to buy. So it will cause some resistance, but only thing now is I don't want us to go back to break even. Like a 50% retracement is about all right, but we don't want to retrace all the way, man. But let's see though, let's see. If it is a break-even trade, fair enough, no risk on the line, it's all good. But if we hit that TP, this might be one of my biggest trades in a while, in a long time. All right, we're still forming bullish candles. It's not what we want to see, but it seems like the volume is reducing a little bit though. So what I'm predicting is gonna happen, we're gonna, I don't know if there's gonna be another bullish candle, but we want it to stop at some point, and then they might bring another, the sellers will go back in, bunch of aggressive sells, and then we'll smack TP. That's my prediction. That's what I realistically want, but of course the market doesn't care about what I think anyway. But again, this is a risk-free trade now. If we do go back to break to my entry, I'm out. Even before that, I'm gonna leave just so we at least secure something. But we'll see. We're at 400 right now, not bad. Not bad at all.
Prop firm match is the best tool that you can use to find different prop firms with different, conditions and different rules that they have, and the different payouts that they've provided, the different spreads, different commissions. You want to go on prop firm match and search and see which one works for you. What rules do you prefer? Not all prop firms are also reputable, so you want to go and find out the ones that are trustworthy. You can look at the reviews, and prop firm match has over 5,000 reviews from different funded traders, so you can know what prop firms definitely people are going for, so you can obviously start with those ones as well. And you can easily get these prop firm accounts instead of using your own money. You can actually easily get these accounts with less money, because prop firm match, go on there, you will find discount codes as well, the latest discount codes that you can use on there, so you can actually get these accounts at a much more affordable price. Now, there's a lot more that we can see on prop firm match. This can be an entire video on its own, but do check out prop firm match. The link will be below. Trust me, it's one of the best platforms, probably the only platform that is good for this. You want to make sure you use it every single time time. I use it day to day myself. Definitely check it out. It's worth your time.
Okay, I think the sellers are coming in now. I'm liking these candles that we're printing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, sir. $700 now. Okay. We've got to break this low. As soon as we can break this low, we're good. By the way, for those who are wondering, is this live? Yes, as you can see, it is live. So, you know, don't be asking me these questions in the comments. Yes, it is live. So if you do want to trade with me, you know where we are. If you're serious, there'll be a link in the description below. Just hop in. Not just trade with me, but also learn how to trade for yourself as well. That's important. I'll be tight, you know, if this goes back to break even now. Oh my God, bro. Okay, there we go. Where the sellers at? We did break below, so I'm kind of confident now. We closed below. We shouldn't realistically form a higher high. That'd be insane. So we just need to hit my TP, and I don't care what the market does afterwards. All right, beautiful. All right, let me explain this trade real quick. That was nice, that was clean, that was clean. All right, so here's what we're looking at. This is the trade. This is the trade right here. This is what I saw before price went back in. We almost actually hit the zone earlier, but we missed it. So price formed a nice clean low, but we didn't break below this. So it did, I was 50-50 just because of this alone, because we didn't close below. It would have been nice if we did, but we didn't. But it's all good. Why did I go for aggressive entry in this trade? Because of how price action is overall. In terms of we're pushing up, and now we'll start pushing down. I feel like this is kind of the start of the move as well. That's one. But two, mainly because we almost tapped in lots of sellers. So we showed lots of sellers beforehand here, just before we hit the zone. Price dumped, formed a clean low, and then price disrespected the supply right here. So it didn't hold, and then went into the zone. I kind of like that, although it's kind of backwards, because if there's this much bias for this zone not to hold, I personally, just from track record, when they miss a zone to go into the other zone, they just prefer it. So it was worth taking a risk. All right, that's another thing. Now, if we're also looking at the EMA, I'm telling you, keep this in mind. Price respects EMA, bro. You might think it's just a line on the screen. I'm telling you, from so many trades I've taken, not just back testing, forward testing, sometimes price will hit the EMA, bro, and just respect it perfectly. Those who trade will know. So it's a thing with, because the EMA is in the zone, it adds another like room of security. Like if price does want to push up, they might hit the EMA and continue downwards. So the EMA is like another security that was there. So I don't mind going aggressive, basically. I mean, ultimately I'll only lose 1% in the grand scheme of things, right? But that's why I took the risk. The EMA playing a part as well. And one more thing, one more confluence was because we had this 5-minute demand. This 5-minute demand did not hold. So for the 5-minute demand not to hold, there has to be sellers in the market, man. Sellers are there, present. It didn't hold. It got invalidated. There is another 5-minute at the bottom that they might come to you. So just adding all these reasons together, it's like, all right, I'm gonna take it. Take it. It's better that way around. As soon as I set my entry, obviously my entry was here. I mean, my stop loss was there. Entry was here. So that trade, and then I left around, I think around here or something. Oh yeah, it was. So that trade was very, very clean. It was like a 1 or 4 or something. Obviously plus spreads, commissions, whatever the case is. Very, very clean trade overall. Big trade for sure. Can't complain. This is what we do pretty much every single week. This week should be a green week for sure. Definitely. 100%. I trade my personal account now as well as still prop firm. So this is a big trade on the prop firm, especially big trade. But anyway, if you did find value, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.